Welcome to the boardroom team. If you are to move beyond the apprenticeship process into a life of purpose and become the kind of people we are seeking to hire and develop, then you need to show us your potential for outreach. One of the purposes of a life of purpose is to be purposeful in sharing God with others. We've seen people come and go in this organisation because they want to use God for their own purposes and personal fulfilment, instead of allowing God to use them for his purposes and developing a life of purpose in him. Scott, are you with me?
Yes, Mr. Grump. I see the purpose.
Really? Amazing. How do you think it went this week?
Mission accomplished, Mr. Grump. I spoke to not only one person, but quite a few, actually.
Danny?
He's right. He fulfilled the task as required, but it's the manner in which he did it which is of great concern.
Cheryl? Enlighten me.
He went incognito. That's in disguise, Mr. Grump. The fear of man completely overtook him and he hid his identity.
Let's take a look.
Trusting. Are you there? Target sighted. Hi, can I have a minute of your time? My name's Scott. I go to church every Sunday. The reason I go is because I've always gone and I feel if I don't go, God will get angry at me. Well, at least my mum will, and my nan, and my Sunday school teacher. Anyway, it's kind of a good place to meet people if you know what I mean. Here's the address. Feel free to come along any time. Just rock up. I'll be there. Mission accomplished. Hi! Want to come to church? It's a good church.
How long did you say you've been on this journey, Scott?
Well, since I was a kid. But like I said in the very beginning, I'm still not sure where I'm going.
Really? Who would have known? Team, lesson number 9 in the apprenticeship process. Outreach is not a secret mission. It needs to take place in relationship with someone.
It only gets better, Mr. Grump. Next, we see Dave.
Good to see you, Dave.
Yeah, you too, Christy.
You seem uptight today. Anything wrong?
No, everything's fine. Really.
So what did you do on the weekend? I haven't seen you at the clubs lately.
I've kind of stopped going. For a while now.
How come?
Well, it's just not my scene anymore.
Oh. So what do you do on the weekends now?
Okay, here we go. Well, most Sundays I go to church. You see, I've just come into a relationship, a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, and ever since handing my life over to God, I get on better with my family. I don't drink as much anymore, and I've even tried to give up smoking, and I've really cleaned up my act, and my life's a whole lot better now, and I do stuff up at the church, and, well, if you want to know Jesus as your friend, I'm happy to take you through the steps, or you can come up to church and check it out, if you like.
Sorry, Dave, what was that? I was just messaging Rick.
I was just wondering whether you wanted a latte or a cappuccino.
Latte, thanks.
Waiter.
Not too bad, Dave. Might need some tweaking, maybe? Cheryl?
Yes, a little less intensity, I think, but the potential's there.
Now, we move on to John.
John, I've taken time out myself to watch you in the apprenticeship process this last week, and I think you're mental. Excuse me. Your mental state has shifted. You have moved from self-centered thinking to other-centered thinking.
I would agree, Mr. Grump. I saw a side of John that I've never seen before.
Really? Danny?
We're beginning to see a glimmer of hope, Mr. Grump.
The potential that we always knew was there. Let's take a look.
So, you've been pretty quiet today. What's going on?
Yeah, well, I've been sort of thinking a fair bit lately. Yeah, you know, when you say you believe in something, but then your life sort of paints a different picture.
Like your actions are louder than words.
Yeah, well, it's like you say that you're barracked for Richmond, right? But then you go to the footy dressed in Hawthorn colours. And then you start barracking for Richmond, and everyone around you wonders why you are, because you're not supporting them by how you look.
I'm confused.
Well, put it this way. How long have you known me?
Since I started at work 5 years ago.
Did you know that I go to church every week?
No, you're kidding, aren't you?
Nope. I grew up in the church. Everyone at church knows I go to church.
Obviously.
Yeah, but the point is that nobody outside church knows that I go.
You can knock me down with a feather, mate.
Well, haven't you even thought that just once that I might be a Christian?
Never.
That's exactly what I meant before. I say I'm a believer in God, but I don't support him in the way that I live or speak or act. I'm a hypocrite, really.
Like the Pharisees and the hypocrites of the New Testament.
Eh?
Well, they had a go at Jesus for hanging out with tax collectors, prostitutes and sinners, and he was challenging them about their servile adherence to the religious traditions and the letter of the law.
Where did that come from?
I go to church too.
You are joking. You? At church? Mate, and I thought I was bad. You can't go on like this.
Oh, hang on, get the log out of your own eye before you start playing with mice a bit.
Yeah, you're right, you know. But I've got to do something about this. Oh, great, now I've failed the task. Well, this was supposed to lead to me inviting you to church, but you already go.
You're right, John. You didn't complete the task as required. But regardless of that, I can see that this week you have moved ahead in the apprenticeship process. I like what I see. You're making positive changes to your journey, John. And that requires some deep soul searching and a willingness to see your weaknesses. Dave, you stepped out of your comfort zone this week, and that's uncomfortable. Scott. Well, it's been a difficult decision this week, but John, you're hired. Scott, Dave, I'll see you two in half an hour for the setting of your next task. Scott, Dave, the task for this week comes under the heading of stewardship. You are required to take a step of trust with God in your finances and give in a way you have not tried before.
Give? Money?
There's only 2 of you left. Next week, the last one sitting here is the apprentice. The pressure is on. Your time starts now.
After you. You first. No, please, I insist.
No, please, you first.
No, really, please.
No,
please.
you first, please.
Ladies first.